Finding an easy breakfast that actually keeps you full and supports your training isn't easy. I know, I've tried everything. But once I found my go-to breakfast hash, everything got so much easier. You only need 5 simple ingredients, plus a couple of spices. It's got loads of flavour, 52 grams of protein, and it's ready in about 15 minutes. So let me show you exactly how to make this beast of a breakfast so you can start your day strong. To start, grab a chopping board and a sharp knife, because we're going to do some chopping. Get a medium-sized potato and let's get to work. We'll roughly cut it up. You can peel the potato first if you like, but I prefer to keep the skin on. It's rich in fibre and it's got loads of good vitamins and minerals like potassium, magnesium and vitamin C. When you're finished, you want it to be cut into fairly small cubes, so it looks something like this. Once you've chopped the potato, put it in a microwavable bowl because we're going to take it over to the microwave. Cook the potato on full power for 5 minutes to soften it up. While the potato is nuking, go back to the chopping board because we're going to cut up half a medium-sized onion. The first thing we need to do is remove all the skin. So cut off the ends first like this, and then just use your fingers to rip off the skin. Once we've got a nice naked half an onion, we're just going to finely chop it into small pieces. Don't worry about it being perfect, just roughly cut it up. When you're finished, it should look a bit like this. Next we'll grab half a red pepper and chop that up too. Remember to remove the seeds in the middle before you cut it up. Again, just roughly cut it up into small pieces so when you're done, it looks like this. Next, get 100 grams of sliced cooked turkey breast. This is the final bit of chopping we're going to do. We'll just cut it into smaller pieces. This will give us plenty of protein from a nice lean source. Just leave everything on the board for now and we'll come back to it in a moment. Okay, let's turn our attention back to the potato. Once the microwave has pinged, take it out and just give it a little press to make sure it's nice and soft. My microwave is 900 watts, but if yours is less powerful, you might want to give it another minute or two. Once you're happy that you've got some nice soft potato, we're going to head to the hob and start cooking. You need to use a large shallow pan for this, and you also need to make sure it has a lid. We won't use the lid yet, but we'll need it later. Add a good glug of olive oil to the pan and turn up the heat. We want it to be set to high for this first bit. Okay, let's start adding some ingredients. First grab your bowl and empty the nice soft microwave potato into the pan. Next grab the chopping board and add the onion and the pepper to the pan. Don't just throw it all in, leave the turkey on the chopping board for now. We'll add that in a bit. Next we're going to make sure our breakfast has got some amazing flavour, so we're going to add some spices and seasoning. First add 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Then throw in 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Next we'll add some salt. I don't like too much salt so I won't use a lot, but it's totally down to your preference. Finally I'll add some pepper. I don't like too much salt, but I love pepper, so I'm adding plenty of that. Right, once it's all seasoned, we need to let it cook. As a reminder, don't put the lid on the pan just yet. We want to cook everything for 4 or 5 minutes and we need to stir it the whole time. This will make sure it doesn't burn and it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. We definitely don't want a burnt breakfast and we don't want a horrible cleaning up job to do afterwards. Now we'll turn the heat down to medium-high and we'll add some more ingredients to get this breakfast popping. Grab the chopping board because we haven't forgotten about that turkey. Just throw it in and then give it all a good stir to even everything out in the pan. Next we'll make 3 holes in the mixture. Just roughly push everything to the side so each hole looks a bit like this. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, we just want 3 nice little homes to crack eggs into. So grab 3 eggs, crack the first one and empty it into one of the holes. Then repeat with the other 2 eggs and you'll end up with something that looks a bit like this. Now put the lid on the pan and cook for another 3 or 4 minutes or until the eggs are done to your liking. You definitely shouldn't let me tell you how you should eat your eggs. Let's take the lid off and have a look. That's ready, and oh does it look so tasty. So all you need to do now is put it on a plate and eat it. Right, it's time to talk about the nutrition. This badass breakfast is going to give you a whopping 52 grams of protein, 39 grams of carbs and 30 grams of healthy fat. That all comes to a belly satisfying 625 calories. So I've just shown you how to make a super tasty breakfast, but you're not always going to have time to cook in the morning. So if you want something that's way quicker, watch this video next to learn how to make 3 protein shakes that are healthy and taste like dessert.